Hello, everybody! Welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking with us during our break. I am Plaeg. I will be your action caster today for the SPG versus the Rats game. I am very excited for this one. Today I have with me my co-caster, which is...
Hey, it's me, TH Pine. I'm glad to be here. So far, I managed to. I think this is the 4th out of 4 Red matches I'm casting. So that's good because I'm a huge Red fan. So I'm excited for the last match this season. And yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I'm excited because
making noises. Wait, I have to stop that. This card is annoying me. Continue talking. Please ignore me.
Okay, I will. So. Here is the standings for SPG. Sanctus Palma Granata is sitting at 1-2. They're doing a great job. They didn't win 2 of their matches, but they won 1, which is which is making them fight against the Rats, who is 1-2 as well. So this is a very even match. We're going to see some, or at least I hope, a very even match. Hopefully, the Rats and SPG it's going to be back and forth. Is actually going to go to 4-5, even 3-5. Before ending the game. Hopefully it won't be a sweep or just a series of unfortunate rounds. I hope it will be a very fun, even match to watch.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, both teams have shown that they can win. SPG won versus Eric Adworks, and the Rats took out DLS in the previous weeks. So, yeah. I think both, like, they're both in the lower bracket right now for sure with scoring 1-2. But also this is also a very short season. Like, it's only 4 weeks, so everything can happen really. At least for the middle part of the league. Like, obviously we have, like, as we just saw, Fluff dominating the league with 4-0 so far. That's one part. But like, for all the teams in the middle somewhere, like, if you're going 1-2 or 2-1, that's like not a big difference really. And so yeah, they're in the lower bracket right now, but it's gonna change for one of them. One of them will draw even for 2-2 today, and we'll find out very soon because we're in the first round. And it's it seems like the Rats are on the attack. The first map is a kill house map. It's called Invictus Fist, and the lines are drawn. So let's take a look. It seems like the Rats want to do a red door push through training, and then clear out basically the whole map through office, into garage, through kitchen, and then eventually reaching lockers, and maybe split pushing through the southern part of training as well. What do you think? Is that a good plan?
I think it will work. I'm actually having some loading issues, so I can't quite say. Okay, there we go. I can see the map now.
Great!
I was having a slight, but I'm good now. I definitely think that will be a great push by them. Exactly what you said.
It looks like a big rotation. They also removed the line now, so maybe they're changing their plans. I think this looks more like a drawing now than like a plan, but I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Is this a tree? I don't know. it's just a tree strategy. Seems like the defenders are positioning themselves mostly in the southern part of the map, which seems reasonable because you can defend against the green door push through garage, and also the red door push through training by just doing that. And the only thing you really have to worry about is the red door in kitchen, so you can still fall back just to lockers, and if they're coming through there. And they have barbed wire there, and also barbed wire right next to the bomb. So they're pretty safe from that direction. But they're little, like, the other side, the eastern side, is certainly the weaker side of their defense, I feel. And it looks like the Reds want to go through there, so this might work out for them. We will see. The first one they have to fight will be Tybor, who's sitting southern in training, waiting with the Lagros for his time to shine. But they already have an F for a flashbang there, I assume. And it seems like they're going in. So please take it over.
All right, Puppy Rusky's going to be at that southern courtyard window. They're shooting each other, their own teammates, which is not something you want to be doing off the bat. Not good. Sleep, Tibor, and Kai are also going to be getting really nice sight lines on this green door, taking down Axe. Sleep is taken down by Axe, and they're really pushing in quick and fast, and there's already the defuse. Kai and Tibor is trying to hold on. Bud's trying to come around, get a start from behind. He's going to get Puppy and Sick, but was taken down. It's a 1v1.
Wallbang by Tibor.
He did get a wallbang. I didn't even think about that. V has a shotgun. He's going to have to stick this defuse, and Tibor is going really
he's
going on the
close.
long way.
He doesn't know that Tibor is so far away. If he would have just sticked, he would have gotten it.
Probably. There it is. And he gets the kill. The shotgun beats the leg roast. That was too quick.
It was a 60% already, so he could have just sticked it. But obviously he didn't know where Tibor was going. So he was just scared he would wallbang him again. He was super low. Like you can still see it. Tibor V is at like 1 HP or something. So he was super scared. To get wallbanged there. If he sticks to the defuse, Tibor knows exactly where he is and can just take him out through the wall. But that was one of those. Well, I'm just calling. I used to call these kind of strategies red attacks in the past, and I think it was very visible again here. Like they pushed in really like they took training that was like coordinated, and then kind of coordinated. I guess they shot each other, which is not super coordinated. But yeah, Torrent was like, okay, I'm out of here, and ran back, and then they rushed into lockers like all at the same time and just flashed out the whole room, and one of the defenders was rotating around, and he got there very late when all these other teammates were taken all out already. I mean, he still managed to take them by surprise and got a double kill there, I think, before they took him out, but all these teammates were dead already except for Tibor. So in the end it still worked out for the Reds to just flush in that room, and I think they only took one loss there before entering the room. I think they did not take any loss when entering there, actually, getting in there. And that was just like it was beautiful to see how they just swarmed in and took them out really quick. It was very coordinated as well. You can see like one was going south, one was going center, one was sticking north, like they split up and took the different angles and just took out all of SPG there. And then this really close fight around the bomb towards the end what made it interesting, but in the end it worked out for Fluff here. Wait, why is one of the Reds status quo in his avatar? What's going on? Who's that?
I don't really know. I think there might be something.
I mean, that's maybe they're like cheered for status quo for from the last match, I guess.
Yeah, let's hope that.
Because there's still a Red there, so.
That is true.
Probably something like that.
Still status quo.
Anyway, we're on Half Storm. Sorry, which is a factory map. Seems like. Okay, the Reds used the door charge, but they won, so they still have the 2 clackers and the 2 charges, and it seems like they want to go through green push and maybe have someone on fan potentially. I'm not quite sure. We'll see. The drawings are not super conclusive here. But yeah, again, you can see they have like a pretty deep plan, or a plan that goes pretty deep into the building already. So they have planned out their attack again. And it seems like the defenders are sticking mostly to the southern part of the map again. We'll see if that works out for them. Yeah, it seems like the Reds are pushing in through storage, while Paprosky is rushing to the fan.
So they were able to blow up the barbed wire on the storage and conveyors choke point. There's the fan pushing him. Puppy's already there, and Rats was taken down by Sleep, who has the Igmar. 3 of the Rats are already down by Sleep, Bud, and Kai. They're holding these angles very well. Puppy flashed in. It's a slow push, and he's already down. What's happening? They must be really messing it up today. It's just Adex. He's really deciding what to do. Should he save? Should he go? He does have the clacker, so that is important for him to save it, or it can.
It's not too much value in saving it though, because they still have one in the truck if they saved from last round, which I assume they did.
But the thing is,
he dropped it.
Oh, he dropped it. That's brilliant.
To not give it to them.
Did not give it to them. Yeah,
but he doesn't want to give it to them. Yeah, good point.
All right, Adex is really slowly making his way into office, but there's 1, 2, 3 guns on it. Bud has the mop, Kofu with the Igmar, and Tibor with the shotgun. Turn the corner, and he's down. He's down. That was a very clean sweep.
They did not even really took damage like all that much. Like one of them is at half, one slipped off a little bit. That was just. What happened basically is that the Rats used a lot of resources to get into storage, and then they somehow did not manage to get through the open space. I don't think they used any smokes there. which was probably too detrimental. Like these long sidelines, like the factory floors, the big rooms that just have so many angles, so many long-range angles. It's really hard to get in those as an attacker if the defenders are really locking down that room. And SPG did here. Like they had players at every important position. Were holding the entrances from north, like from different angles, and had multiple guns pointing from different directions. And that was, without the smoke, it's really, really hard to get through a defense like that. And we just saw that happen. And like the other one was the choke point in office, which is, again, they had multiple guns, as you pointed out, 3 guns pointing that door at the end, at least. I think they had 2 at the beginning. And it's just, you're not getting through that if you don't have smokes or flash it out really hard. And so, yeah, basically, SPG called out the red attack here pretty well by just sticking to the southern pearl. Let them flush in through the northern pearl, use their flashbangs and whatnot, and then we just hold these angles and let them, when they start moving through the building, we just take them out. And it worked perfectly. So 1-1. Well, first set will be decided by the third map, apparently, which is Neptune Eater. It's the C-Store, obviously. Well, let's take a look. Seems like, I mean, they still have the wall charge, so they could go for a wall charge play, which could be Storefront, for example. Doesn't seem like they're considering that, though. I mean, the bomb is in Storefront, but it's pretty far north, so it doesn't give you a super short route. Seems like the defenders are a little worried about a shed play, but it seems like the Reds are favoring an attack through the freezer here, which gives them access to arcade, where power is located. So they might go for an NVG around here. We will see. I mean, they still should have the NVGs available, I think. Don't think they brought them in this last round. And this time they have smokes prepared for Storefront to this time deny these long angles, which also happen to be a thing in Storefront. And yeah, but the defenders are well equipped. They have an auto shotgun and a mob, so we'll see if the Reds can take this one.
They have a lot of long range for such a close range map. That's 1 and 2 smokes. Both of them missed. Maybe their second smoke hit correctly, but their first one.
I don't think it's where they wanted it, but it's on the roof, which is what they wanted. But the first one definitely got misplaced there.
Wow, Tibor was able to get inside and get a auto shotgun kill on Addix, and Axe was able to take him down.
Though. It is a trade. Shotgun, so that's fine.
Kai is hopping all over the place, watching that storage angle, and all 4 of the rats are pushing up through freezer, but they are locked off by a Molotov.
Yeah, Paparazzi has the auto shotgun now. Just want to point that out really quick.
He does have the auto shotgun, and that's hopefully will be coming to their advantage in freezer. They're really held up in this tight angle. They don't know what they need to do. They're pushing up through storage, and Kai's holding them off with an AP-25, and Axe was taken down by Kofu as the Ingmar, and Kai was taken down as well with the auto shotgun. It's now 3v3, and rats are really low. 2 taken down!
No, team kill by Puppy.
That was a team kill. And it's just Sick, who's very, very low. He just has the AP-25, no utility. He's taking this really slow. Bad. This is not looking good for Rats. They need to get their head in the game. They're really, really scrambling right now. All right. Picking up some utility, taking his time to do so. Our defender is Bud, has the mop looking through the teller hole. Kofu through freezer, through teller hole, and Sleep with the Igmar through.
He's running though.
As well.
That was a bait.
He's missing his shots. He was blind firing through the door. He missed all his shots, and Kofu was able to get the kill on Sick. Oh my goodness.
Too bad. I mean, well played by SPG here for sure. Strong defense again. A little like it was. I mean, they struggled in the beginning. Like Tibor using the auto shotgun there, at the very front line, at the first line of defense. That's always risky because he got the kill there, but he got traded off immediately, which is fine. But he lost the auto shotgun and gave it to the attackers, and that's not fine. So that was pretty risky, and it can work out. Like if he caught them off guard, and if it would have worked out a little bit better for him, he could have gotten like multiple kills there, but it didn't. So it was a high risk, high reward play, and it didn't work out. So that gave the defenders, the attackers, the Reds, the advantage, I think. But then the Bud was just holding down that teller door so well with the mob, and he basically baited Papirovsky and V to get in there, and V just stepped in front of Papirovsky when Papirovsky was trying to get through there with the auto shotgun and killed his teammate, and then Bud just took him out as well. So it was basically a double kill for Bud there with the mob, and so it was just strong defense there. And then in the end, it was the last attacker was trying to bait them with the smoke, like trying to distract them on the western part and then rotating around, which was pretty clever, I think. But in the end, it was 1v3, and he failed his shots, failed to connect his shots in Freezer then, and was taken out. And well, 2-1 for SPG. So now SPG is on the attack. We'll see what they will do. Seems like they want to go through the kitchen door here on Invictus Fist. And it seems like the Reds want to hold more of the northern part of the map, interestingly enough. So we'll see if that works out for them. What do you think of that? Like, it seems like the Reds want to actually position themselves in office and then flush like wall bang and rush through the garage. That's an interesting strategy.
Just because lockers is such like a bottleneck right here, as well as training. There's a lot of tight angles in this map, and so I think potentially like giving that bit up and just waiting until they attack might be something. But then the defenders are attacking the attackers. It's gonna be hard no matter what they do. And I think the big issue, but they have to play it well.
The big issue I see with that plan is that they have this barbed wire over here in kitchen, which will cut off any rotations through garage pretty badly. So I'm not quite sure if that's the best setup here. Well, maybe they surprise us with what they want to do. Maybe they don't want to go through there. Maybe they just want to go through training and like wall bang. I mean, if they are in the garage, we saw earlier, you can wall bang through the locker's wall. So maybe that's just their plan here. We'll find out. SPG seems to, well, they're throwing flashbangs in garage and then going there. Interesting. That's probably a distraction.
I think it is as well, because they definitely rotated out. Bud, Sleep, and Kofu are all on the kitchen side. Tibor and Kai are taking their time going through courtyard, trying to get some peeks on the window. Sleep is already inside the building. He's going for the wall bangs. Oh, he's getting close to Axe. A little bit of damage is given to Sleep, and there's a blast. V is rotating out, and Axe is rotating in, and they're all right behind that door, waiting for their chance to strike.
There's no barbed wire there.
There's the kick. And Addix tried to get the shot, but they're both flash. V's going to be taking a lot of damage. No death yet, but Bud was taken down, so was Addix. Or Bud took down V. Oh my goodness.
He got traded off in the north.
Oh, a frag got Axe. It's now up to Sick Gamer again.
Trying to wallbang.
Oh, he's wallbanging in the wrong spot. He was trying to wallbang in the middle of the bomb when he should have been wallbanging on the left side. He couldn't have known that. But he definitely did it. He was definitely trying something. He was able to take down Bud, and he might be able to take down another one. He's down Tibor.
Literal. Kofu takes out Tibor.
Oh no, that was Kofu. It was a collat. Wow.
I mean, he got Sick Gamer, but he also got his teammates. So.
That is true. That is true.
That was interesting though. Like the attackers were like throwing 2 flashbangs in the garage and then just completely ignored it. And then Sleep was rotating back. Like it was basically a back and forth, like a weird switch play, like bait and switch play with like, yeah, we're going there. No, we're not going there. Oh, we're actually going there, but only with one person.
Yeah.
It was very interesting. And it seems to like it threw off the Reds quite a bit. Like, I mean, eventually Sleep got traded out. Like he got 1 kill in the northern part and then got killed afterwards. But it distracted, like it kept the northern part of the red team like busy enough to let the other SPG members just rush into the bomb room, and then it was just too late for the other Reds for the last Red, for Sick Gamer to rotate. And it was a well executed attack on SPG, I would say. I would be very interested in their thought process when they made that plan or executed it, because it was certainly unusual, let's put it that way.
It was. It worked out. They did end up losing 3 of their own members, and that was all due to Bud, was it? No. I think it was Sick Gamer who was able to come up and try to sweep up some of the kills, which might work out for them. They did lose a lot of utility after the defuse.
For sure, yeah. The one thing I want to point out is SPG in the first round when they played that map, they placed the barbed wire in the western part of lockers, and the Reds didn't. And I mean, basically it means that SPG chose the door. The Reds didn't expect them to come. They did go through kitchen, and the Reds did not defend against that door at all. They had the barbed wire further north, where it was protecting against garage push, basically. And when then SPG showed up at the kitchen door, they had to fall back into lockers immediately, and they had no barbed wire on that door, and they just threw 2 flashbangs into that room and rushed in and took all of them out. And so basically outplayed by SPG there, I would say. So good job on that part.
So our defenders, Rats, will not be having anybody in the northern part of the map. They're all going to be sitting in the office and conveyors and docks. That's just the better place to sit because, one, there's bomb there, and it's harder to hold. There's northern angles.
It seems to be a theme for this map for sure. Like, there's not much value for the defenders to link toxic at all. You can try to get a cheeky angle from like one of the positions, but it's really hard. Like, there's where do you put yourself here? Like, there's not really a safe space from where you can peek or whatever. Seems like the attackers want to split push through door. No, wait, they did something down there. I'm not quite sure what they did.
I think they threw a frag. You can see it on the map. Kofu and Kai are already in, and Addix was able to get some shots off. Why does... Oh my goodness, so much damage is already on.
I think he took damage from a toxic barrel and from the Molotov there. And also, I think there was some team damage through the fan, actually.
I think it might have been that as well. V was able to take down Sleep, but Sick was taken down by Kai. Is now Addix to hold that conveyor belt, and V and Puppy to hold Office. This barbed wire on Office is really going to hold him back. Bud's pushing in, and Addix is able to take down Bud and get away. He wasn't dead. They're holding this angles really well. Kai's taken down from Bomb, and it's just down to Tibor. What a turn of events.
That was really well played by Addix and Axe here. Addix was falling back from the push, taking a butt and then falling back, and Kai was just sprinting after him, and Axe was waiting for that time and stepped around the corner of the crate and just took him out. That was really well played there.
Tibor's pushing up through this barbed wire. It's going to be hard to get him and his shotgun in, but Puppy with the mop was able to take him down.
Wow, well played. Nice shot. This came down to very good barbed wire placement from the Reds here. Having one in Office and one in the factory main door. Like, basically these two entrances, if you cut them off, the attacker's not going dogs, then, well, yeah, they're kind of screwed if they don't bring a frag. And apparently SPG didn't this round. Very well predicted here from the Reds that they will go north. I wonder what happens if one team decides on this map to go south through the dogs, because this round went pretty similar to what happened 3 rounds ago when SPG was defending this. Not exactly the same, but basically the same strategy is applied here. And so I wonder if what happens like when one team decides to get in their enemies' heads and go through the dock entry there. That would be very interesting to see.
They're gonna have to really push that docks very, very well, just because there's so many different angles to look in on docks that it's gonna be hard to do. But
I mean, that's always the issue with dogs, right? It's usually hard to take if you usually want to bring smokes to make that happen somehow and lots of flashbangs. But yeah, it's not easy, but it might be worth it on this map, or even necessary. I don't like if you're coming from north, the defenders have just a really, really easy time holding it, as we saw these 2 rounds. Yeah, for sure. But we're back to C-Store, Neptune Eater. Who's gonna eat Neptune? I'm just wondering. Like, that name is
God.
It was like it would be like Eater Neptune. Okay, I would get that. It's Neptune eating a lot of stuff, but Neptune Eater is just, I don't know. Seems like SPG wants to take that shed play. They were thinking about that when they were in the defense last time, and it seems like they want to execute this on the attack this time. So I mean, did they? I'm not quite sure. Did they use a door charge on Fan? I'm not 100% sure. I don't think they did.
I think they did, actually.
Oh, they did? Okay, so this means they're down the clacker and a charge. So, actually, wait, we're on round 3. I'm miscounting. I'm a dummy. They used a charge on first round as well and won that one though. So they should still have a clacker, and they should still have a wall charge, if I'm not mistaken. So they could go storefront, but it doesn't seem like they want to. It seems like they want to take out Teller and bring up shutters. So that's going to be interesting. But the Reds are actually fighting against that fairly well. They have a Saber and a Mob in storefront. That's dangerous. No auto shotgun, though. I think they used that before on the first round.
Yeah, V's going to have that knack attack angle on the red door, and Addix needs to get out of there. If SPG is going to be able to get in storage and get through it, Addix is in a bad location.
Yeah, it's not perfect for sure. We'll see if that works out for him.
There it is.
There's a Molotov.
A beautiful Molotov holding them off.
Countering 2 flashbangs. That's a big waste for the attackers here. Well, not waste, but like loss, basically. Rather.
Oh, no, absolutely. I definitely think it was a big waste of flashes.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it was a loss because like the flashbangs were good, but they just got countered by the Molotov, basically.
I think they might have opened shutters.
Oh,
so my goodness.
Oh, God, team kill. Oh, no.
What is happening? Oh, Kofu was able to get on top of the goal and take down Puppy Frusky, and Kai is sitting in Teller. He's locked off. Addix has to go through 2 angles, was taken down. V is holding the storefront. It is just him and Axe. Bud was able to take down Power and get around him. He now has the advantage of power. Axe is holding
Axe
off.
looking
This is a
for him.
standstill. Kofu's inside the building. V doesn't see him.
Oh no!
Now Bud was taken down. It's V and Axe versus Kofu. They might be able to clutch this out. There's the smoke right behind him. V has nowhere to go. He only has the knack. Kofu with the black tar. He's rotating. Axe was able to deal some damage and get the kill. Oh my gosh!
Interesting round, but very well played in the end by the Reds, especially V here with the triple kill, saving the day with the knack attack. That was really crazy. That was interesting though. Like the attackers wanted to go through storage and take, like, it's apparently still at 2 charges, so we miscounted. I guess it did not go through fan. So they wanted to take out whoever is in tellers and just blew that wall up. And that worked, but the defenders already had rotated back after they mollied them off. Basically, they decided, no, we're not gonna hold this. This is too risky. Maybe they saw the wall charge and got scared. I'm not sure. But yeah, unfortunate team kill there for the attackers. Obviously, that was not great for them. They also lost 2 flashbangs thanks to a good Molotov placement by the Reds. And then, like, they had this. It worked really well. When they were in Tella, it worked out really well for them for a moment because they had the shutters open. Kofu was standing outside, was shooting at them. There were too many angles for the defenders, and they were under pressure. But then V pulled out that double kill and just sweep them out. That was really, really strong. And then was down to a 2-2, and Bud was taking power, and it looked good for him, like he was facing X, but power was down, so he was kind of an advantage. But then he pulled back, got scared, and now he was in a bad spot because Kofu was not quite in position yet to hold to distract V, and V was facing through the freezer shelf, so it was all of a sudden was 2 guns on Bud, and also X was turning on power again, so Bud was completely in the open all of a sudden, and we managed to get him there, and then was down to Kofu 1v2, which is obviously hard to do. And then basically X was not rotating to the storefront; he was waiting in arcade to get an angle, and when Kofu was trying to come around to V, and then had to pull back because it didn't want to get too close range because of the knack and whatnot. And I think he had a black tower, so he wanted to go long range. But X there had the right angle there and basically came out there. So
thank you for that last game preview. You just told what happened last time, and Invictus Fist is starting.
I guess it was pretty detailed, but I just want to point out, like, these important. It was pretty, like, so many important things happened there. It was really interesting. So, but yeah, I guess it was kind of a summary of the full round. Anyway, it's 3-3 now, so we're back to the Killhouse map. This is really close so far. It's really a back and forth. We'll see if SPG can win it this time on defense. This time the Reds want to go through kitchen, but but SPG has the barbed wire in the kitchen lockers door here, so they are prepared for that attack, and they have like 2 people in office as well, though. So it's similar to what the Reds did last time, except for the barbed wire placement. We'll see. Papyrowski waits on the garage door.
Yeah, I think he is, and I believe Sick is going to be going up there to help him. A slow entry will definitely put him inside. Sleep has the knack. Tibor with an off angle in the office. Addix, Axe, and V have just blasted through. They're all in kitchen, slowly pushing through. There's a barbed wire. It's going to be hard. Kofu and Bud with the shotgun and the knack. It's going to be hard to push in, but they're able to push in. Bud will not be able to get a damage. Kofu, no damage, Giffen. This is nothing. This is a breeze, an easy sweep. Sleep was able to take down Puppy Rusky. A Molotov really, really hurts V. Sleep comes up behind, but to no avail. It's just Kai. He's very, very low. That Molotov really put him off angles, and it's over. Addix was able to get the nice angle in between the lockers and bomb to get Kai. Wow, what a quick push and a great defense from our defenders.
Yeah, I think it was that was actually interesting. Like, 2 things to point out. The first one was, like, the Reds actually planned for the defenders to be in kitchen. Like, they set up and breached both doors at the same time. They kicked the green door and breached the red door. At the same time, they were slow walking to the red door, so the defenders don't know they are there. But the defenders actually weren't in kitchen, so it didn't really get them anything. And then there was the barbed wire there, and I thought they would struggle on that. But the defenders were kind of hiding behind the lockers. I think they got flashed out pretty heavily there, which is why they could not really defend the barbed wire, and that allowed the Rats to push in there. And there was a trade-off in the garage, but in the end, Sleep couldn't get he could get in their back, but it did not really help him.
I definitely think Bud and Kofu got the short end of the stick on that one.
Yeah,
one, it was such a tight location. They couldn't, get the corners down because they were so flashed. There was nowhere to run from that flash. If you look left, there's a flash there. On the right, there's a flash there. There's nowhere to look away to try to help your vision. It was unfortunate. And I think we might see that. Hold on, let's see. Will we see that? No, we won't. We won't see that map again.
Yeah.
But in that one, I think the play was just to not hold that one, is maybe hold a different angle.
It's an interesting room for sure, because like putting barbed wire there is the only spot where you can put a barbed wire to stop attackers coming from kitchen. And if you don't do that, you see what happened when Reds defended without a barbed wire there. They get in there even easier. So, but SPG put a barbed wire there, but there are no good angles to actually hold it because it's so short range, and they will just flash you out, as you saw there. And so it's an interesting room for sure. Seems to be a strong push if you go through kitchen. It worked out 2 out of 2 times so far. So that's it's a good ratio so far. Track record. We're back to Half Storm, and this time it seems like we're going to see the dog push. But the cool thing here is SPG actually expects the dog push. So both teams were like, this map is a little bit strong for the defenders if you're going through one of the northern entries. Let's go through the southern entry, and the defenders are like, they're probably trying to go through the southern entry this time, and that's exactly what happened. So we will see a split push from the Reds here, going through green and dogs, and SPG is expecting that though. So we will see if they can fend off against that. They're also scared of a fan push though, which is not going to happen apparently. But yeah, what is their defense? They have someone on bomb holding the angle. Seems like they have one right next to dog. 2 people in office who can obviously rotate there. Seems like they're expecting it, but they're not holding against it too strongly. I think that's just like they might go there, but we're also worried about the northern part. And that might work, but we'll see. I mean, it's a 3-2 split, so not too many people are coming through dog.
Yep. LB Rusky, Addix, and V are all down at docks, while Axe and Sig are pushing up through storage.
But hurt them and relocated, so he's not quite close to docks anymore, and is holding it with the mob now.
That's good. It's good that he relocated. If he didn't, he would have been down. That's a nice angle that Kofu was able to get on him. Axe and Sig are taken down one by one. They're really getting the kills on there. There's 3 in conveyors. And now it's just 2. It's Kofu and Tibor, which are stuck in office. They're really in a bad location. They can't even get a good sight onto the bomb. Kofu dropped. V has the saber. Will he get the kill? He won't, because Tibor is going to come up from the side, and that's the game! He couldn't get there in time! Good games! Wow.
That was very well executed by the Reds here. Like, they made noise. They made noise south, and I mean, it was a little weird. I think they had like a bit of a back and forth. One of them was relocating north all of a sudden. But they made noise at the southern side of the map on docks, and the defenders were repositioning themselves and like watching dog. And all of a sudden, 3 Reds were rushing in through the northern part with flashbangs and everything, and just swept through the factory floor and took all the defenders out there. And then And the interesting thing was like the other 2 Reds were just not going in through dogs. They blew up the dog. They threw a smoke grenade. They tried to took some angles. One of them got shot. Okay, that happens. But they did not push in, and the defenders were just still busy with that breach. And while the other Reds were just coming in through north and took them out. So very well executed here from the Reds, in my opinion. Well played, well deserved. 5-3. But SPG is not out of this yet, at all.
No.
Especially, I think they played pretty well. They just in multiple rounds they did like silly mistakes, like the nerves got the better on them, and just like they had multiple team kills. I think 2 or 3 team kills, and a bunch of other like stuff that just like was obviously like just like little mistakes, like where you just and if the pressure is on, where you just doing like some little mistakes, and if they get their mind. If they get focused and concentrated, I think they can actually win this still, like very easily. They showed that they're actually pretty strong. They're just like they're obviously nervous, I think.
Yeah.
And if they manage to change that, then they can easily take a game here, in my opinion, or maybe both. But we'll see.
I definitely think that SPG has a fighting chance to get back in this. I don't think it's over, not by a long shot, and I hope that they can take what they just learned from the Rats as we just saw in the last match, and use that against them. Turn it around, turn the tables, table turning, baby. That's what I want to see. I want to see SPG really, really take the shots on this one. And Rats, they know how SPG plays now. They know what they can do to really get on the inside and deal a bit of damage. And so I hope the Rats can just continue to do what they are doing and ultimately get the win.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, it's always interesting to see like the second or third game of a match, like when teams are always like first game is always a bit of like testing the waters, seeing what the others are up to, and trying to figure out what their play style is. If you, especially like these teams are new, this is the first season, they did not play against each other before. They might have scrimped before, I'm not sure. But like they're not, for sure don't know exactly how the enemies play and stuff like that. That's just not a thing yet. And so these first games are always like a little bit like testing out what's going on with the enemies, and it's always interesting then to see how they adapt. And so definitely looking forward to it. Seems like SPG is not quite ready for the second match. I think
it's the Rats that are not ready.
The Rats, never mind. I got thrown off by the weird, like, they have to I was thinking status quo because they have status quo in his avatar for some reason. Which is not SPG, so I'm not sure where my brain went there, but anyway.
Okay. So I think their fifth is now on. The have to do a little reset after the round sometimes to get into the next one.
Like usually you can just jump into the next match, but sometimes there are weird issues. So better safe than sorry. Just restart your game between games, between matches.
I know I have to restart my game every single time for spectator to work. And so I don't know if that's still a thing, but I think
it works for me. Restart. But yeah, sometimes it doesn't. So better safe than sorry if you have the time.
No. Yeah, it's just habit now. After SA1, it's like habit to just hit the X, relaunch it, and then get back into the next match.
For sure. Yeah. So we'll see. I guess we're gonna start any moment. There we go. They started.
Awesome.
So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this next game now. We'll see. I really want to see SPG getting the shit together and taking this game. I would love to see this to go to game 3 for sure.
Yeah, I hope it does. We haven't seen many game 3s.
We had a few, but not too many. You're correct. Yeah, it was like I think like one per week or something along those lines.
Yeah.
It wasn't like most games were not necessarily close, but it's always ended up to be like 2-0. But like a lot of those games were like 5-3 or 5-4. But it just happened to be always in the favor of the same team, so it ended up to be a 2-0 overall for the most time. So yeah, I would love to see a game 3 here for sure. Especially, I think both teams have shown that they're playing cool strategies, and so it's interesting to watch for sure. So we're loading in the first map. Seems to be a kill house. Reds are on the attack again. That's just how it goes right now, because it's always the same team going on the attack. Like it's just how the matchmaking works right now, unfortunately.
It is a little unfortunate. But...
We don't have a way to change it right now. It would be nice to have like swap them between games for sure. But it seems like the players are complaining about the laggy server, so we might have to restart this.
Yeah, I've just loading in. I'm getting a bunch of lag.
You're not in
the game hasn't even started. Like I'm still on the defender attacker screen.
Oh, okay.
So this might not be good.
Okay, seems like reason disconnecting everyone. Okay.
Well,
seems like the server decided to end this apparently.
No, this match won't be good for DPL. I'm gonna go ahead and
maybe I don't know. Maybe Stellaric was actually shooting that down. I don't know. But they complain about lag anyway, so we better restart it. So
yep, better safe than sorry.
For sure. Like we can wait a few minutes if that means we get a better match. That's at least my point of view on this for sure. I mean, this is actually, I just realized this match is really important for them, right? Because whoever goes 2-2 actually, depending on how exactly the playoffs tournament will be structured, but whoever goes 2-2 has a chance of being part of that. And the team that goes 1-3 is probably out of the picture. So this is actually really important.
This is a very big match for both teams.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of said it earlier. Like the winning team will be in the upper bracket afterwards with 3-1, with 2-2, which is obviously a big deal. But yeah, I just realized this also means that they might be in the playoffs while the team losing is not. So definitely high stakes here for sure. But it depends on what's happening the rest of the week and how exactly the playoffs will be structured. Obviously, like there are more matches coming tomorrow and Monday. So
yeah, as we're waiting, I guess I can give you a little update on the matches.
Sure.
So let's see. We do have another match tonight at 7 o'clock EST, I believe. 7 p.m. Yes, I do. We do have a match then, and that will be DFC versus Flatline. That's one you won't want to miss. That will be Spa and Spooky casting that one.
It's not going to be relevant for SPG and the Reds, really, but it's very important for the end of season, basically. DFC and Flatline both being one of the stronger teams for sure. So it's going to be interesting.
Then tomorrow at 2 p.m., which is the Sunday, that will be LCG versus Core Dynamics, and that will be our very own TH Pion and Spooky doing that
Spooky,
one.
I think, yeah. That's actually interesting.
I have misspoken.
What?
I have terribly misspoken. It's Addicts and Spooky. Excuse me. Paul's playing in that game, so he can't. Let me change that so we don't get confused.
Oh yeah, you're speaking of the match tonight. Yeah, that's gonna be right. Spa can't play that. I can't cast that. That's not gonna work.
Okay, I think the match.
The match has started, by the way. Yeah, but the match tomorrow is actually the important one for the Reds and SPG here, because that's LCG playing, and LCG is one of the other 1-2 teams, and therefore the result of that is going to be very important for them. And we'll see how that goes. What's the last match on Monday? Is that Eric versus Darklight?
I believe it is, and that will be Bianco and Addicts.
Yeah, that's basically the the end of like the lower bracket show match, basically. Both teams being the 0-3 right now. One of them will end the season with 1-3. But that's probably not going to be enough to get into playoffs. So this is it's kind of more like a match for good sports, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, still it would be interesting to see which of the teams actually like is a stronger one, or at least can take the win here. That's because I mean both teams had shown that they can play, but always were beaten out in the end so far. So we will see when they face each other who actually takes the win here. Anyway, let's hope the server is not dying again. That would be great. But it seems like the teams are planning already, so that's a good sign usually. We're on Caged Odysseus. We have like something is going on with like gods and whatever, and like okay, I guess Odysseus is not a god, but you know it's kind of the same sphere. And is he a god? I think
he's not a god. Odysseus was the guy who spent 20 years trying to go home.
Yeah, exactly. Like the guy with the sirens and whatnot.
Yes, him.
Yeah, and this, whatever. Let's not go into that too far. We're on a sea store map, a pretty big one actually. I think most of the sea stores of this week are fairly big actually, so that's an interesting pace of change of pace for sea store maps. Seems like as I mentioned earlier, Reds are on the attack again, SPG on the defense. Seems like they're pretty worried about an office push, and that seems to be where the Reds want to go. So that's not too bad for them if they manage to hold that off. They want to place a barbed wire there in office. I mean, office gives you... Actually, this is one of last week's maps, I think. It's still fairly big. I remember this Freezer office combination here.
Oh, no.
Because office gives you this really short path into Freezer where power is located. So that's very valuable. It also gives you the short path into Teller, which is obviously... just the office entry here is just very valuable overall, I think. And so that seems where the Reds want to go. It also seems where SPG wants to defend. So that's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
Okay, and they are off. Ooh, I need to pull it up. My game died. All right, and they are in. Addicts, everybody is inside the office and Freezer. They did get the power. They're rushing up, going really quickly. And man, Tibor was already taken down. Bo was able to take down V. Kofu's trying to get the angle inside of Tellers, and he's not able to. Puppy Rusky's pushing up Shock Doc, who is now in. I forgot he subbed in. Now taken down. Took down. You know what? I'm already behind. It's a 3v1. Bud is alone in arcade, and he was taken down.
Reds take it. That was very nice. That was a good execution again. A good red attack, so to speak. Like, they're all rushing. Basically, it was 5v1 in office. Like, 5 Reds were in this room together with Tibor. And Tibor was actually surviving fairly long for keeping, like, if you keep that, considering that there are 5 Reds facing him. So I was surprised, but he was taken out in the end. And then the Reds managed to take out Power. And yeah, Bud got the kill there through the freezer shelves. But on Wii, but it was not enough. Power was down, and then the Reds could just take it over and took the advantage. Like, actually, as you mentioned, Shock Doctor got subbed in, and he played, like, he got the back of his ally there in arcade really nicely. Like, Kite got killed, but then Paprioski rushed in. Actually, Kofu got killed, never mind. And Paprioski rushed in, and then he could get the revenge kill there then, but then he was just outnumbered and couldn't do much there. So good execution. SPG expected a push through there, but did not really put too many resources there. They had the spot wire there, but only one guy guarding it, basically, and nobody in freezer. I mean, it's hard to hold freezer there, really. A really awkward angle. But yeah, worked out for the Reds. They're down 1 door charge. They still have the Clacker. I guess they used MVGs, but saved them. So they're looking pretty good on resources, I would say. I don't think the defenders brought too much themselves, though. So both teams pretty stocked, pretty full on full stock still, more or less.
Yeah, they really are. I think not a lot of utility. I couldn't quite see. My game did kind of poop itself, and so I had to switch over to Stellaric stream so I could watch it. So that's why my casting was kind of not the best.
You were kind of thrown off for a second.
All right, I am back. Let's hope it doesn't do that again. Let's talk about the map.
I mean, Stellaric earlier got VAC banned on stream, so
yeah,
that's VAC banned, but like easy anti-cheat was kicking him out. So
get out of here!
Stop cheating. Anyway, I just realized I'm just one supposed to talk about the map, which is called Sandwich King. It's again, I think I spoke about that last week. Every map that has sandwich in its name is gonna see the day of light, because, well, our level designer Sandwich is gonna make it happen. So this is one of them. It's Sandwich King, which is especially a very royal name, I guess. And Sandwich probably was very pleasant with that name generation. And it's a pretty clustered kill house, actually, I would say. Like, the hallway office combination down there is like, it's really weird. Like, it has really weird angles with this little sub room in there. Like, basically a mini hallway in office, which is pretty strange. It's pretty strange layout, but it seems like the Reds don't want to go there. That would be the red entry through courtyard. It seems like they want to go through training. Apparently, also they want to free Steve. That happened last week. I'm not sure what's going on.
It did happen last time.
Do you know what that was about?
I don't know what
I'm out of the loop on that one completely. I don't know. Maybe Steve is hidden on this map somewhere. I don't know. Probably.
I don't know. Free Steven.
It seems like they want to push through training, and there they go.
Oh my gosh, they're already in. Rats Kofu was able to take down Addix. That guy was taken down. I'm so out of it today. Shockdock's trying to get some wall bangs on the Rats. And so is Tibor through one way into training. It's a 4v3, and it looks like Axe is at 1 HP. That was a nice frag onto the bar. That was a very beautiful wall bang from Shockdock. Shockdock's doing a great job with his wall bangs right now. Sick and V are slowly making their way up, and Axe is watching the backside into reception. Bud does have the mop. He's watching that green door, waiting for his chance to strike. He does get a snipe onto V. Is now Sick Gamer and Axe, who is at 1 HP. A beautiful Molotov is going to hold them there. Looks like Shock has taken half damage. Bud and Tibor are at full health, and so is Sick Gamer. They're really going to have to pull out all the stops to get into Kitchen and deal some damage. Bud's holding this angle really hard. There's the flash. I don't know if he looked away in time. He was able to take down Axe. Oh no, just Sick. And he was taken down. What happened?
I'm not sure. That was really weird. Like, he threw the flashbang, which I think affected at least one of the defenders. But Bud was shooting, but not at Sick Gamer, who was pushing in. He was shooting at Axe, who was staying behind.
Oh, no.
Got the shot there. And then Sick Gamer kind of got, like, to their flank from both of them, but did not manage to take any of them out for some reason. And they just took him. And That was interesting. I mean, they managed to get into training and take out 2 defenders there. That worked well, but then there was just like they just struggled completely. They had a plan to get in the first room, but SPG just locked down the rest of the map, and some good wall banks there, as you pointed out, from Shock Gamer especially. And I think Tibor was the other one wall banging. I don't think he got a kill, but he damaged them for sure. And in the end, Axe was just super scared, couldn't go anywhere because, well, Killhouse is wallbang city, and he was at 1 HP. So, I mean, in the end, it didn't really matter. He was taken out by a mob shot. So that could have been 75 HP and would not have made a difference. But, well, it's so that's 1-1. That means SPG took that round, and it's 1-1 now. So everything is open again, and it comes down to factory. I mean, the Reds still have a Klecker and a door charge, I guess, or actually a wall charge, probably. Yeah, probably a wall charge. It seems like they want to go to storage, though. I think they still have a charge now, right?
If they do,
I mean, they should have one if they did not screw up.
Did they use it on the first round? No, that was last game.
They used the door charge on the first round. They did go through the kitchen freezer guard, not the kitchen. Whatever, maybe kitchen. I don't know. That one roam self. I think
they have a wall charge. They can go through green into toxic, and these walls right here are blastable.
Yeah, I mean these are too, right? You can charge through them if you want to. Yeah, they should be.
I thought there was only specific walls on.
No, I think all interior walls should be charged, but you cannot just not charge through this stuff, obviously, because there's like a shelf there. But this wall should be possible. But it doesn't seem like they want to do that at all. It seems like they just want to go through storage. I'm not sure if they're planning on wall charging the fan. I'm not quite sure based on their drawing. That's not super clear.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the map we had that last week as well, with the weird purge, like the inside purge for the attackers on the northern part of the factory. You can only access it from the fan, which is really interesting. And remember, you can shoot out the fan from the inside. So if the attackers push through storage, through toxic, and then shoot the fan, then someone else can jump through there and get on that purge and get the high ground, which is, I mean, it's a high risk, high reward. You're completely revealed if you're up there, but you're also getting in the back of the defenders, basically. Seems like V is on the fan, and the others are going to storage.
Tibor was able to get the snipe through the window onto Addix, and V's taken down from Kai. What's happening? That was a Gruber kill, too.
Yeah, pretty long range. I guess V was watching the offense something.
Yeah,
and
he
just
was.
Got taken off guard there.
All right, so it's now down to Axe. Who's that? Sick Gamer and Puppy Rusky. And Shock Dog has the auto shotgun, who's taken down by Puppy Rusky. It is now a 2v3, and Sick Gamer and Puppy Rusky are stuck in storage. They're trying to make their way up, but have to go super slow to do so. A frag onto Tibor's body.
I think that was barbed wire there.
Barbed wire, potentially? Oh, I was not in the right view. Sick Gamer did see Bud, tried to deal some damage, did get him down to halfway, but not the kill. And there's the flash into Doc. He's able to push up on Kofu and deal some damage through the wallbang, but not the kill. Kofu's turning around, trying to get an Igmar, and he does get the Legros kill. Excuse me. Ooh, a wallbang through it.
No, that wasn't Igmar. You're correct.
Igmar. I said it incorrectly. Kai and Bud are just watching that window. That is what it's come down to. It's a 2v1.
He's super low, but he still has a flashbang.
He does have the flashbang, and it doesn't work out to his advantage, sadly.
Nope. Where's he going?
He's going I think he's trying to get over here, but you can't even go up there.
No, you can't go there. I think he just got confused.
Oh no, he has to get up there, get the kill. He has 10 seconds.
He still has plenty of time, but
there's the pistol. Bud with that mop and pistol is so strong. I didn't realize he was that strong with it.
He's very strong for sure. He's one of the MVPs for SPG so far, I would say. That was interesting though. Papiruski took out Shock Doctor. Like, he traded Shock Doctor off, who had the auto shotgun, and Papiruski decided to not take it. And I would assume that his line of thought was that, yeah, auto shotgun would be good here in Toxic and Storage, but we actually cleared out those rooms now. We have to move to the main factory floor now, and the auto shotgun on that range, probably not that useful. Let's stick to the AP. And I think it worked out for him for the most part. In the end, he was then outnumbered, but an auto shotgun would not have saved him there at all. So, but yeah, I mean, the defender's still having like 2 Ingmars and a mob on a factory map. That's always dangerous, and it worked out for SPG quite well here, I would say. Especially with the pick on V, obviously. Who was it? Was not Bud, was one of the others with the Gruber taking out V on fan. That That was obviously a very strong start for them. And they also took out Alex really early on. That was actually even before that. That was a really early kill, I think, with the... I'm not sure who that was, actually. But yeah, strong start for them, and then was just down to a 3v5, which is always hard to take. So 2-1 this time, SPG in the lead. So they're on a good track to take this game, which would be great to see. We're back on Caged Odysseus, and we'll see if all SPG will also go through office and taking freezes. It looks like they want to. The Reds have kind of a different defense strategy for that one, though. They want to have the barbed wire be placed in freezer, and then have two guys sitting in freezer holding these close angle or short angles on the barbed wire. And I mean that might work out better than what SPG did last time. I mean, it would work out better against what Reds did last time. So if SPG does the same strategy and push them with 5 people in office and then into freezer, this is the better counter. But it doesn't seem like SPG actually wants to do that. They want to... Actually, they have 3 attack plans drawn out right now. Do they really want to double charge? I mean, maybe? We will see what they actually want to do. They have everything marked right now. They have the storefront charge, the red door, and the green push.
This is going to be heavy on this first round if they do all of that.
Is that a wall? It doesn't look like they have a wall charge, though. So
the faux kick.
I can't see one.
It's a door charge onto shutters.
Yeah, it seems like. Yeah, they actually don't go off. He kicked the door to throw them off, but didn't actually go in there.
Right. Annex already plopped down his Molotov, and there is the Shutter's door shot. He was able to get a quick kill on the sick gamer. Beautiful saber work.
No, he's shooting this hole and actually damaged Axe. It didn't take him out, but he managed to do that.
He did do that. Oh, whoa. Axe was able to rush up on Bud, get the knack attack kill on him. It's a 4v4. There's a Molotov, misthrown Molotov to be sure. And Axe was taken down by Kai. Addix is rushing up on Shock Doc. And he was able to take down Shock Doc. It's now a 3v3. It's so close. Man, Kai's so low. Kofu's trying to get the angle on Addix. He's turned away. He might get killed by Addix. It's a 2v3 now.
Kofu got a nice kill in Freezer there, long range through the whole door front.
He did get a nice kill. V is stuck in tellers. He has nowhere to go. Addix is running the wrong direction. They're both running towards each other. What are they doing? He was able to take down one, but not the second. It's Tibor and Kai left.
90%.
Oh no! They were able to defuse before he was able to get there. Oh no!
And they got the auto shotgun. Attackers got the auto shotgun now.
And they got the auto
shotgun. But they're with the door charge on storefront and immediately taking out Sick Gamer in arcade, like over this long angle. That really threw them off. And then he shot Axe through the teller hole and brought him down to a half HP. That was really good start for them, but then Adex immediately countered by like crawling up to the storefront breach and got really close to him with the neck, and but did not expect that at all and was taken out there by Adex. And Adex in general then going off and getting more kills, I think on Shock Gamer and throwing the attackers off, but in the end they were taken out and the attack was too strong, and SPG taking this round as well. So it's 3-1, looking really good for SPG right now. They used the door charge. So yeah, they're still good. 2 charges, 2 clackers. I don't think they used NVGs, so they have them for the last round if they want to use them. We will see what they do on Sandwich King here this time. The Reds were going in through training. It did not work out for them too well, especially because it's really awkward for like getting from training into kitchen is like really awkward around that corner. It's hard to take. You can get a weird mob angle from bomb into training, as we saw 2 rounds ago. So we will see if they go for the same strategy or if they go for something else. The rest definitely expecting that. They have the barbed wire marked down for training. Have someone should want to have someone sit there behind the cinder blocks. But it seems like SPG would rather go through reception here. So we'll see if that works out for them.
SPG has had very successful attacking rounds. So let's hope that they can really wrap up these attacking rounds. They're on great momentum right now. I think the only one they didn't get was the first round, and then after that, it was all a snowball of momentum. So let's hope they can keep that up and clutch out the victories.
I mean, they won the first attack round, the first of their attack rounds. So they're on the second now. So they're snowballed can snowball from there. They think they picked up the auto shotgun actually. So that might be very valuable here on this map and might allow them to especially clear out like this whole part in the south, like this west hallway, one-way south hallway office thing here, which is just like basically all short angles, and also kitchen is a good place for the auto shotgun. I mean, even training is fine, like except for reception, and even that is not too bad. Every room is really good for the auto shotgun. Do they bring it? I assume they bring it. Yeah, they have it on Tibor. What are they shooting at? They're shooting at something. I don't know.
I have no idea. Maybe they see. Oh, they see us spectators over there, and they're in reception.
Oh, they're shooting at us. Oh no, that's mean. That's mean. But yeah, I guess they were shooting at us. I didn't notice because I was in map view.
All right, Kai's getting a window angle into one way, trying to get some shots, and Addix is dealing some wallbang damage into reception. Seek was already taken down by Bud, and they're really making their way into one way. V and Addix are both in training, and wow, both Axe and Puppy Rusky are just sitting on the kitchen bomb, just waiting for their chance to strike.
All Reds in kitchen now.
They are all in the kitchen. It's Ratatouille up in here. They are sitting in the kitchen waiting to cook up a meal of SPG.
That's just wallbang city right now. Like,
there's nothing to cast. It's just them wallbanging. They're finally pushing up.
Right. Nobody really taking damage either.
No.
Like, SPG has like very, very little damage, and besides that, everyone is fine.
There it is. Oh my goodness, they're really taking their time, which would be good. And Kai was taken down from Addix, who with the KR. Now it's just the kitchen push. There's a flashbang, and a Molotov is going to really deal some damage to Kofu. Took down both Axe and Puppy. It's down to V to take down 3 people, get through an own Molotov, and stop them. But it doesn't look like so.
Nah.
And that's the round.
Yeah, Bot with a triple kill here. But with a triple kill, MVP again. I mean, they rushed through kitchen. Molotov was well placed, but the flashbangs were too strong, and Bud just picked them up there with a double kill, and he had like the earlier kill on Sick Gamer earlier. The Reds just did not expect that push through reception at all. They were holding training basically, and then very well played by SPG here. They were like smoking off training, and the Reds were not sure. Okay, are they smoking this off to just distract us, or like they were still holding that, was like expecting them to come through the smoke, because I mean, the smoke doesn't stop you from going through there, right? But SPG just threw the smoke there to keep them busy, and then cleared out the hallway and did go through office. And they took their time before they push into kitchen, because that angle south there is kind of awkward. But there was no barbed wire there, which in the end allowed them to just flash in and rush in. And they got molly, but they just rushed through it, or 2 of them did, and that was enough to take the Reds out there. And so yeah, I for a second thought it's the Reds will take that when they took out I think it was Kai, who was rotating through through reception again, but in the end it wasn't enough, and well, it's 4-1 SPG now, so this is game point, and if they take this, we're going through game 3, so that would be exciting for sure.
Absolutely.
And, we'll see. I mean, SPG is on attack again for the last time for this game, and it seems like they want to go office. I mean, that makes sense. I still have the NVGs if I'm not mistaken, and so taking office would be valuable. It seems like they want to completely ignore Fan. And yeah, they have 2 chargers. They did their eco last round, so they have 2 chargers, so they can go docks and office at the same time, which might work out, to be honest here. That might just work. Like usually dock is a hard push here because people sitting in office will just take the better of you. But really, if you're also pushing through office, then the situation is a very different one. And everyone who's sitting in office, or every defender sitting in office holding power and guarding dog and bomb from there, is like all of a sudden in a really bad spot. So we will see. This might work out very well for SPG. That's just the advantage of like piling up the resources.
Yeah, absolutely.
They also still have the auto shotgun, I assume, which would be valuable for office. So they might bring it. We'll see. I'm not quite sure. Did the defenders use the... No, there's the mob on Paparazzi. So the mob's on Paparazzi.
They're really going to need it.
Seems like they don't bring the auto shotgun. They might have been out of ammo as well. So maybe because of that. Oh, maybe last second change of plans, though. Seems like Bud wants to go on Fan, actually. Interesting.
I think... Oh, wow. What a frag.
And takes the early kill on Axe here. Very nice.
That was good. All right, here we go. Kai's rotating far down. Kofu, Shockdock, and Tibor are on that red door in office.
Breach. They have 2 clackers.
It definitely should be. Oh, and Docs. There it is. There's the smoke and the Docs play. Addix is just sitting on there with the Igmar. Kofu's rushing with the KR, and they're all inside office. Kai is actually rotating out to help them in office, and Bud is also rotating off of Fan, giving up his point of advantage. They do have NVGs on this one, though, so this is their advantage. Wow, Sick. That was a nice trade from Sick and Bud. And there's the death from Kofu.
There's the game. That's the game.
That's the game?
GG. Yes, that's the game.
That's the game.
If then somehow screw up the defusal, then that's the game. GG, SPG here.
Wow.
Well played. 1-1. We're going to go to game 3. Very exciting.
Quick. I just was not ready.
That was an amazing push, though. Interestingly enough, they did not actually go through Dog. They blew up Dog, but then just threw smoke there and decided to not go there at all and just use it as a distraction. And it worked. It worked. Sick Gamer was the last one still sitting in office, and he was like, I've breaches below me. Someone breached Dog. I'm out of here. And jumped down. And, and before that, one of the other defenders was jumping out of the window as well. I'm not sure who that was. And like they just abandoned office, and that gave SPG the free power play here. And that done, they could just take it. And obviously, like the early kill from who was it? From Bud with the saber, I think, or Black Dark. I think it was a saber actually. Through the fan, that was obviously a good start. And I mean, that was well executed and well played. And it's kind of what I said after the first game, right? SPG is capable of pulling off really strong plays. They just have to calm their nerves and concentrate and focus and not fuck it up. Yeah. And this time they didn't. They did not team kill each other. They did not damage each other. I didn't see much or many misplaced grenades or whatever. It was very, very well coordinated from SPG, like every round basically. Just good execution, and they managed to take out the Reds here quite effectively. So well played.
I do have some very, very, very unfortunate news. I have a slight thing to go to, a little bit of emergency. So I will have to leave right now. We should be getting Spooky to sub in for me. I'm terribly sorry to all the viewers. It's not crazy emergency, but it's a little, time is of the essence kind of deal. So I'm going to have to deck out. Congratulations to SPG and the Rats for getting such a close game. I'm excited to see what happens in game 3. I will be watching this VOD. It's a great one. Okay,
then see you later.
So sorry.
Thanks for being here anyway. And I think we're just going to go to a short break here.
We will.
And be back when the match actually starts. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be back in a few minutes with game 3 between the Rats and SPG. 1-1 so far. Very, very close match. And we'll see. The third game was probably going to be very exciting. So yeah, see ya, Plaeg, and see ya all in a few minutes.
Bye.
Tell me, are you okay with it all? Know you standing with me if I fall. Tell me, will you leave me high and dry? Baby, are you thinking to my heart, and I can't ever tell it apart from the real thing. If you let me go, let me go. And I can't tell love if you're with me now and you leave. When I'm settling down, you want me. When I finally let go, let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
Ladies and gentlemen, wow, good start. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 3 of this match, the last match for SPG and the Rats this season. And we're in the last game of it, so it's 1-1. And the Reds took the first one 5-3, and SPG got their shit together and managed to turn us around with a 5-1 in the second game. And now we're very excited for the third game. We had to swap out Plaeg for an emergency. So welcome, Spooky, here with me. Hi, Spooky.
Hey, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see like what's going on in this match. I mean, we saw that the Rats, they pulled together that first game, and then SPG just got the momentum going on that second game and brung it 5-1. So I'm very excited to see which team is going to actually keep the momentum during this round, if SPG wants to keep it up, or if the Rats are going to clap back with a couple of rounds of their own.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be interesting to find out. Thanks for stepping in here so quickly and replacing Plaeg, kind of. A little unfortunate, but that's how it goes. So yeah, we're in the third game. We still have. I don't think we changed players again. We had Shock Doctor subbing in from in the second game. So we still have Shock Doctor, Bad, Kofu, Kaik, and Tibor on SPG. Actually on the attack first. I guess by winning they changed the MMR and are now able to attack first. My game is not loading in there, so I might have to restart. I guess I screwed it up. I'm gonna restart, but I guess we're gonna be in soonish. If you can see anything already, feel free to go ahead. I'll be with you in a few seconds.
Yeah, it looks like we're starting off on a factory map here with SPG on attack, and I'm seeing that on the Omega Hickory, this map, that we've got a pretty interesting green door position here. We've got the green door on the bottom, which leads into storage, and we've also got this green door on this catwalk that can lead straight into office. So it does look like the attackers on SPG do want to take this office right here, take control of this upper area so they can have a little bit more of a view onto the bomb room using these windows. They do also seem like they want to take docks as an explosive entry as well and go for the power, which is very, very strong on factory maps sometimes. Although with the attackers, even with NVGs, the defenders can still see them even without NVGs, I mean, because the windows do let some light in. So the attackers will have to be a little bit careful here if they go for a power play, but this is still a very, very strong plan. If they take this office and they take this power, they're in a really good position to just take over this map, and the Rats will have to kind of hope that they have some flares to deploy everywhere. And yeah, it looks like they're definitely committing to this plan. They're going to toss some smokes off on the docks. I think that hopefully the Rats will just respond very, very quickly to the office push and the power push, respectively. They've got the barbed wire set up on generator, so ideally they'd have someone set up on that generator to kind of defend that. And it does look like they do have someone on there. And they do have a couple defenders up in office as well to hold off that position from any attackers coming in from the green door. So the Rats are in a good position to hold it against this attack. So it's all a matter of who's going to, commit to this plan in the best way that they can.
Yeah, it seems like the Reds are prepared for that attack quite well. So we'll see if that works out for SPG or not. They're setting up on the dock here, placing their. That's actually a wall charge. They're bringing the wall charge. Interesting. So they can get easier. But I mean. Well, that's resources, I guess. They're smoking off, flashing in. Adex is waiting behind the thing. They take out power. Adex is stepping around with the knack. Gets the first kill here, but is then traded off. He is trying to take a kill here. He's been taken out by Kai as well. And so it's down to 2 reds are down already. Was a good trade there by Adex, but not quite enough from We here. And Papirovsky trying to take a kill here with the mob, but it's being taken out very nicely by Shock Doctor, who shows again how strong of a player he is. He was surprising us last game as well. Oh, now they're stepping into the bomb area though, and Sick Gamer and Aches are sitting on the window and shooting at them and taking the first one out. Flash are going out there. Sick Gamer is hiding behind the window, but Axe is rotating around trying to get a different angle with the Gruber here, throwing in a Molotov on the bomb, taking out Tibor. Nice, very well played here. But Sick Gamer is being taken out by Kai, who was stepping on Generator, and now it's down to a 2v1. Axe has to hold this. He has a Gruber. That's not perfect for that range, but it might be fine. He's getting flashed here, but they cannot really take advantage of that. Now the Molotov is out, and Shock Doctor is rushing for the bomb, and Axe has to make a move here. Bomb is at 50%. Axe is trying to find the kill here. Bomb is at 57. Axe is just rushing it. Kai takes the kill, covering his teammate here. Shock Doctor sticks to the fuse, and first round goes to SPG.
Yeah, that was a very, very interesting round. We saw a lot of adaptability from both teams here. The Rats responding kind of quickly to that power, and with Addicts just getting right onto that power and just holding off the attackers rushing on from the docks. And then we saw the attackers just quickly taking control of that generator, getting control of the north side of the map, and then continuing their push all along to hold off against Toxic. And when the Molotov went down by Rats, that delayed them a lot. But the attackers were able to take out whoever was in office, and they just kind of put a lot of pressure on Toxic so that Axe couldn't get onto the bomb. And just putting that pressure with the defuse just was not good for the Rats. And SPG just, they adapted better, and they got that round going.
Yeah, it was a very well placed Molotov for sure. Taking a kill here even, so it was really, really nice, but it was not quite enough in the end because I think it was Sick Gamer who was sitting in office, was taken out by Kai, who stepped on the generator and making it a 1v2, and that it's just really hard to take a 1v2, especially as a defender. Yeah. And so, yeah, in the end, it worked out for SPG. But we're on Edge Keyhole now, so let's take a look at this one.
Yeah, it looks like a very, very large storefront here, which does look like the attackers maybe want to take use of this with the door charge. They did use the wall charge last round from what I saw. So they aren't going to be able to take a direct push through the storefront, but they can use their door charge here to get a very nice angle with perhaps a Saber or just a Black Tar to get instant view on most of storefront. There's not a lot of cover. There's a few shelves, but it's very, very open where this bomb is. So we are going to probably see a lot of firefights going on in that area. And the defenders just kind of locking down the rest of the areas. I mean, they've got barbed wire on Freezer to hold off against another power push. They've got barbed wire up on that green door to make sure no one pushes in through bathroom. But it doesn't look they have really anything planned for a storefront door charge. So as long as they don't send anyone in there, I don't think the attackers will be able to find anyone in there if they don't stack up. And it does look like none of the defenders are really going to stick around that area. They're going to be sticking around the side rooms. They do know that the storefront is not a good area to be sitting in, especially with the door charge holes.
It's a no trespassing area for sure for them. They're kind of expecting it, a different location, but they're expecting it. They actually probably are not aware that they used a wall charge. I mean, it might be, but maybe not. So they might expect actually a full push through there, but we will not see that. Seems like Bud and Tibor may be going south because Tibor has a door charge, so I guess he's going there as well. Interesting. He has a shotgun. I guess he's going to rotate afterwards. Interesting choice. While the other three attackers are pushing in already, we trying to hold him off, doing some chip damage here on the attackers, flashing into a cat V with the knack, gets traded off, but gets the kill on Kofu, so that's fair. That's good enough for him. Keep up placing the door charge on the storefront. It's been blown and it's now rotating north to back up his allies. Oh, actually not. Interesting. Okay, well, now he is. I guess he thought he saw someone there for a second. The other two are trying to push into Freezer, flashing out Axe here, but there's also Papirovsky with the Ingmar here. Oh, he's been taken out there. Axe takes the revenge kill and the double kill here. Oh, actually, no, never mind. That was a collateral. Shock Doctor killed Cake, unfortunately, and Axe takes out Shock Doctor, so he holds Freezer, and now Tabor is trying to push through office, but there's Adex there with the KR holding this, and Bud is kind of waiting for his time to shine with the mob taking the kill. actually here, finding Adex. So his patience paid off. It's down to a 2-2. They still have 55 seconds, so that's fine. And Bot can just cover the bomb while Tybor is going for it. But Axe might be able to take a shot here. Oh, he is opening the shutters, and now it's free game for Bot. If Axe pushes into Storefront, Bot can take the shot here. But he's sticking in freezer, trying to find the angle. From the other side, though, Sick Gamer with the kill on Tybor, taking him out, and now it's down to Bot with a mob. That's going to be hard for him. I mean, both defenders are pretty low. He can switch to pistol. I assume he's pushing in now. He's still at a flashbang. Takes out Sick Gamer here with a quick shot. Very nice. Now sticking the fuse. Axis has to rotate. Has to make a move. Has to push in, but is shooting at him, still defusing. Axe trying to find the killer. Bomb's at 80% though, but seems to just stick it, and Axe can't find the kill, but takes the defuse, and Axe comes too late, and the round goes to SPG here, but even finding the kill on Axe in the end, very, very, very well played by Bot with the triple kill here in the end. Shown again what a strong player he is here, for sure. He was certainly MVP so far for SPG, and, well, looks like he is again for the game 3.
Yeah, that was absolutely crazy in the defuse there. Bud just holding out, keeping that finger on the defuse while also having his hand on the gun, just ready to take out anyone pushing him. But they just, Rats couldn't find the space to shoot him, and Bud just absolutely just getting that defuse going and just not caring about getting shot.
Yeah, Axe kind of like he realized that Axe was. Axe decided to rotate through the other entry, not going through the shelf, and then instead going through the door. And he realized, oh, I got a few seconds here, and just pressed the button and kept it hold down. And yeah, and he managed to take out Axe in the end, which means they still have the mob. I'm not sure how many bullets they have left, but yeah, the mob on attack is always super scary because it one-shot body shots defenders, which is obviously very, very dangerous. And if they still have bullets, that's going to be very valuable on this map.
Yeah, I mean, this map is kind of wild here with the angles. I mean, there's a lot of windows and a lot of height variation here, which allows for a mob to kind of control this area. But it's very likely that the mob probably doesn't have that many bullets. So I don't think we're going to be seeing another mop here from the attackers. They're probably going to switch it out for a more reliable gun for like a Black Tar, maybe an AP. But this is a very, very interesting map here. Once again, seeing the new 2-story map here, or 2.5 stories, kind of.
Yeah, club map.
Yeah, there's a little bit of high variation, which makes it very interesting to actually see the different angles that defenders and attackers can take. And we're seeing that the attackers kind of want to go for a VIP push here to get in through this red door. And there are a couple defenders set up here to be able to defend against this. So it's very likely that the attackers might get a little bit of trouble coming in through VIP, but they also look like they want to go through security as well, this ramp. So there's not a lot of contestant up there, so we'll see what happens.
But still brings the mob, by the way. So, they're shooting at us. They're shooting at us.
I guess they do have
Start dodging. They're shooting at the spectators. Nah, they can't kill us. All good. But yeah. So Bud is heading on security, trying to find angles to the window with the mob. Actually, they're going with 3 people on there, so that's interesting for sure. We have Papiroski sitting behind the bar, which is a very, very important spot. He has the Lagros here, can cover a lot of angles, especially into VIP. Taking out VIP is really important on this map, so we'll see if Kai and Kofu can do that. They have a smoke in the center of the map, well placed. Kofu and Kai rushing in, but there are 2 defenders there, taking out Kofu here. Good start for them. Revenge kill, but Adex is coming in from the side. Quick rotation with the auto shotgun from office. Quick thinking by him here, taking out the kill, and now the VIP push is completely stopped, and it's down to 3 attackers who are sitting on the top, on the roof of security and taking shots through the windows. Nobody's in yet. If they want to get in, they have to, well, completely rotate, I guess, through VIP or lobby, because there's no getting in through this. And that's exactly what Tibor and Shock are doing now. But with the mob still sitting on top of that roof, yeah, you have to realize that he cannot see Sick Gamer, who's right below him, because that's like on the other floor. So as long as Sick Gamer is sticking close to the wall, but can't see him, he's stepping away a little bit now. So Bud might find an angle there. He does, and takes out Gamer. Oh, well, unfortunate. And now Tibor and Shock are pushing into office, but there's a barbed wire there, and Adex is sitting there with the auto shotgun.
And Nate gets thrown in.
Oh no, the Nate doesn't take out the barbed wire. Oh, that's very unfortunate. There's another flashbang though, and now they might rush in, but he's just spamming the wall. Oh, Tibor with the wall bang, taking out Alex here. Oh, actually, it was Shock Doctor. Never mind. I thought it was Tibor. It looked like Tibor, but Tibor was shooting as well. So they managed to take that kill. Molotov is going out. They're running kind of out of time, but it's only Paparazzi left. Well, no, it's only Paparazzi, but he takes the kill here, and now it's down to Shock Doctor and Bart has to retake. Can't find the angle behind the bar. Shock Doctor has to take the kill, and he is in time. He is in time. I think he's in time. That was super close though. That's an air biter. I think he's in time, but just stopped walking, and he's just
gonna
praying.
be a couple seconds.
Alex says, "Fuck!" No, he managed to guess it.
Super close.
Whoa, 3-0 for SPG. Strong start for sure. Interesting.
Wow.
That was
What an extremely close round.
That was really weird, though. The attackers. That was so many change of plans mid-round.
Yeah, they had to adapt to just Molotovs being thrown and a lot of gunshots coming through the windows, and the defenders stepping away from the windows and being safe underneath the window was kind of rough. So the attackers were just able to take control of that, and they saw that they weren't making any progress up north, so they decided to go for that west entrance through VIP because all the defenders there were dead. No one was watching it anymore, so they just decided to waltz in, and they got a nade in there. It could have killed the person that was in bomb room, but it didn't actually get them. So that would have been absolutely crazy for them if they were just able to just snipe them off with a nade and just push in. But
that would have been crazy for sure. Yeah. When I saw that grenade not taking out the barbed wire, I thought, because edX was sitting there with the auto shotgun and immediately started spamming the wall when he realized they were walking through the barbed wire. But somehow what's his name? Whatever. Managed to. Yeah, Shock Doctor managed to get the kill there. I think Tibor was helping him with wall banks, actually. I'm pretty sure. That's why I thought Tibor got the kill there. But it was actually Shock Doctor taking the last shot and somehow managed to take out Alex there. Not quite sure how that happened, to be honest. For me, it looked like Alex was shooting the wall before it was even visible, but maybe Alex was doing the same and managed to take him out here. So that was, I think, a key point. And we saw that last week on that map already. The position behind the bar where Paparazzi was sitting is such a strong hold. It gives you so many angles, and it almost gave them the round in the end. Like if he would have hold out, like it was impossible for the attacker there in the end. Like he could not stick to the fuse before he takes out Paparazzi. No way, because Paparazzi can hold the bomb from there. And yeah, he had to take him out, and he did so just in time. But now we're on Omega Hickory. So let's take a look at this one. Sorry, I took all your talking time away.
No, all good. We're going back to this factory map, and we're seeing how the rats are going to actually attack this. It does look like they're going for a sort of a storage push here, mostly. I mean, they've got the setup for it. There's not that many defenders set up on storage. They've got the person in office and the person just sitting outside with a knack. So this Molotov might actually hurt them if they try to all go through this one door.
We actually don't see a mob for the defenders here.
Yeah, they might be saving it for the last kill house map. We'll see.
Yeah, they're pushing in. Paparazzi is in already. Shock Doctor had to step back, and it's been taken out by Paparazzi here. Well played. Now they're pushing office, and Kofu is falling back. Rax takes the kill here. Looking good for the Reds so far. Now they have control of office, and that gives them a lot of control through the windows on the whole bomb area and generator. And it seems like they want to take advantage of that. Some of them are rotating office now. Nice kill from Kai from generator into the window, taking out Sick Gamer. Now office is completely empty, but Paparazzi can just step in there, and I assume he's gonna do that soonish. Alex with the shotgun kind of doesn't know where to go, because shotgun was good for storage, but it's now kind of wrong range. Same goes for V though. He's rushing in with Axe through the northern part. On the southern part, Axe rushed in and was being taken out though. So it's down to V and Paparazzi eventually, actually, because that was 3 kills for the defenders in a row. And V is sitting on perch with the shotgun, not the weapon you want to have for this position. Yeah. I guess he's happy he managed to get there alive, but he kind of needs a different weapon now if he wants to do anything. Paparazzi on the window with the black dart. Tries to find an angle on one of the defenders. They're all just hiding south. He jumps through the window, trying to move. Kai's looking the wrong direction though. Puppy Rusky might take an angle here. Oh, he misses the shot, and Kai can fall back. V was going down the Persian, was taken out, and now Puppy flashed the 2 defenders who are on the generator, but is looking completely blind, running into the wall. It's been taken out, and no, Paparazki's on 1 HP though. That's gonna be really, really rough for him. And they're both running south. Who takes the first shot? Is Paparazki? Yeah, he is able to take the kill, and now it's actually down to Kai. But 15 seconds. He just has to hold out for a few more seconds. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and he starts to defuse, and he's trying to stick it. Kai comes around and takes the kill here, saving the round for SPG. That's 4-0, and we're gonna get a game point already, match point actually. What that was, wow.
Wow, they almost brought it back there at the end.
Yep.
The Rats. I mean, they were scrambling a little bit, but they got the momentum going. Puppy Risky, it was just going around, just executing everyone.
Yep, triple kill overall.
Yeah, that was very, very close for the attackers to bring it back, but the defenders just played it cool. They didn't push when they didn't need to. They just stuck back, and they knew the attackers had to make the move. And they played it very smart there, just kind of holding back and letting the attackers kind of figure out what they have to do, because, I mean, there wasn't much they could do. They were very, very low in health. V had the shotgun up on perch, and Puppy Risky was very low on health with Black Tar in office. Not a good position with everyone in the bottom left just kind of sticking together. Yeah,
I mean, it was a high risk, high reward play for the Reds here. They were behind 3-0. So they say we have to gamble a little bit. That's what I think what they did, actually, at least. And they said, okay, we're going to eco this, and we're going to bring 2 shotguns to clear out the eastern part of the map. And that worked out actually fairly well. But in the end, it was not quite enough. The shotguns were not much use after that. Both were taken out with not doing much after taking the eastern part of the map. And yeah, they did not bring a charge. So it was a high risk, high reward play, because if they managed to win that round, then they would have been in a very good position. And now they are in a very dire position. I mean, I guess they ecoed, so they still have all the charges, but they're behind 4-0. So they have to win 5 rounds in a row now, which is going to be rough. We will see if they can do that. We're back on Edge Keyhole. We'll see what they do.
I think this is definitely Rats just have to go all out on this one. I mean, they're 4-0. They're at the last game of this matchup, and it looks like they're just going all out. They're going to go for this teller play. I mean, I think last round we saw that they were going with the eco and the shotguns, and honestly, the shotguns aren't too useful in these maps. So I think they were just trying to get it out of the way so that they have enough weapons for this map and the map after this if they happen to win this. So honestly, I think here actually is going to be kind of pretty crazy. As long as the person in office, the defender, does not see that they have a wall charge, they could get Bud here in tellers with the wall charge. There's not much of a space that Bud can
Which would be super valuable. Bud is one of the strongest players for sure, and he has the mob. But we also have Shock Doctor with the auto shotgun in storefront, so that's going to be tough. Tybo taking the first shots to the window here, is now getting flashed out though. And
nice the wall charge go up.
Nice one to kill fast here.
Just in time.
And wall charging the teller, but yeah, Bud got out. No, they're in teller, but well, Alex is rushing in there, trying to actually taking out the first one. He's been trading off though. No, Shock Doctor with the auto shotgun is just spamming them, but well, Bud is also down, so it's down to 2 defenders, but Shock Doctor just got Papirovsky, so 2-3, they can do that, but also it's not looking too bad for the Reds. So they still have plenty of flashbangs and whatnot. Let's see if they can take advantage of that. V is coming around the corner, taking out Shock Doctor. Now it's down to Kai, who's in a very, very dire position, 1v3. And he's trying to hold Freezer, but this is going to be rough for him. Axe and Sigema are trying to find him, getting a kill here. And now it's looking, the ground is going for the Reds. We'll see if they can capitalize on that. Yeah, this is the momentum the Rats are going to need for this next map. They got rid of this auto shotty, which is going to be very valuable so that they don't have to deal with an auto shotty in any of the entrances. Do they? They don't pick it up. Oh, yeah, they don't need it, I guess. I guess, yeah. They don't pick it up. They pick up the mob, though. Oh, they do. That's both power weapons gone for the defenders, then. Yeah. This is. Yeah, they have. They only used 1 charge, right? They still have 2 door charges, so it's looking good for them to win this round. Like they have all the cards in their hand to win this round now. But after that, they still have to win 3 defender rounds, and that's going to be rough. Yeah, these maps seem to be pretty rough for the defenders, but. I think with this momentum that the Rats are starting to gain a little bit here. I mean, they were able to clean out that kill house, the C-store. I mean, pretty well. We'll see if they clear out the kill house this time. But I think we'll see more of a interesting push here from the Rats because they're going to need a little bit of creativity to make this work. I think.
They can't go with a super simple plan, or else they're going to lose this.
It's actually interesting. They have 2 door charges, but we will see if they actually use both of them, because security is such an awkward entrance. Like, you can go through the dark security room, but then you just end out in backstage. And I mean, I guess you can cover that from the windows, but I never saw anyone taking that route yet. So we will see if they actually go both ways, or if they just say, oh, let's screw that 1 door charge and just go through VIP, or maybe use it on a green door to clear out a barbed wire or something.
I was thinking they might be able to use it on the office door, especially if there's a barbed wire there. They can just clear out any barbed wire that's in office, or also the door charges do daze people that are near it. So if there's someone in office, they could daze them with this door charge on the office door to clear out the bomb.
That's a good point, yeah. They could just use it on the western office door and clear out office that way. They still have to worry about bar, but they're aware of that apparently. Like, they're circling it. So yeah, bar is a really interesting spot on this map.
I think that the rats know what they're going to do here. They have a pretty clear plan set up, and I think if they're all in the same wavelength here, they can definitely get the smokes up. They can clear out all the rooms. There is a lot of defenders in VIP, which might pose a little bit of a problem for them. So they're going to need a lot of flashes here. They're going to need a lot of smokes to obscure vision. And I think if they just need to take this map control and get into office very quickly, or else the defenders can be able to retaliate. So we'll see if SPG are able to adapt to the Rats' plan here, or if Rats can just overwhelm them.
Yeah, but as mentioned earlier, the Reds have all their cards in their hand. The defenders only have 1 barbed wire left, which they placed in office. And yeah, it seems like Adex and V are heading onto the security roof, while the other 3 are pushing through VIP. But there are 3 to 4 defenders defending that. And, well, 2 attackers down already. X takes the revenge kill on Bud here, but... Oh, Anankai! Okay, good trade for him, but it's still 1v2 for him. And he's been taken out! And now it's down to Adex and V, and this is not looking good for them. I mean, they're 2v3, which is in theory doable, but they're completely out of position. I mean, they still have time, but they now have to rotate, which is... Their plan was just shut down completely. Oh, that Molotov on the roof! Dealing a lot of damage on V actually here. Interesting. Now they're both rotating. I mean, this is not over yet, but this definitely did not go according to plan for them. And now they have a hard time. Will have a hard time adapting. We will see. Shock Doctor taking some shots, but has to fall back eventually. He's getting flashed, stuck on the wall, but gets in cover in time. Now coming around the corner, cannot take the kill here. So it's a 2-2 now. Both attackers fairly damaged though. Both at less than half HP, and Kofu and Tibor still on full HP, both of them holding that backstage area. Not sitting in office, interesting enough. He was actually watching the other way. They're trying to wallbang in. Don't hit Kofu though. They might go over the catwalk, actually. It seems like they want to go over the catwalk, and that is actually good for them, because the defenders actually have to go through the barbed wire to get in there. He's kicking the door, flashing, and now they're in and they're on bomb. This might work out for them. The defenders are striking on a barbed wire, and Dian Kofu is down, and now it's down to Tibor Tyron. Okay, he's trying to get in, and he's been taken out as well. Oh, completely. Nice. Oh, that was such a good play going through the catwalk, over the catwalk.
Yeah, they did an excellent job covering each other's backs and just clearing out each room together. They never split up there. They were moving together, and they would have died if they didn't go together. So it was a very, very smart play to move together, move across the catwalk, and use a bit of an unorthodox method of getting into the bomb room. And that made the defenders have to use or go through their own utility to get into the bomb room, which really screwed them over.
Yeah, I think the thing that made it possible is that nobody was sitting on bar. Usually the catwalk is a death trap because someone is sitting on bar and is just watching and gets super good angles on it. But none of the defenders was behind the bar. I'm not quite sure if they had someone there and who you rotated, but I don't think actually they had anyone there in the first place. And so they decided, they were probably watching backstage. Let's just go the other way. And there was a barbed wire there in the way, so it worked out perfectly for them. So good job for quick thinking and adapting to the defender plan. And, well, now they have to win 3 rounds on the defense. So that's still something. We will see.
I think it's possible that the
for sure.
attack plan here, I mean, they might... Actually, I'm not sure, because SPG seems to maybe want to go all out on this one. They have to just go all out on one map, because all they need to do is just win 1 round. So if they go all out on 1 round and just confirm that win, then they don't have to worry about any utility for the next rounds, as long as they don't mess it up. But it does look like they might go a little bit safer here, maybe. Although it does look like they do want to use 2 charges to go for Perch through Toxic and also hit the power through Docs. So I'm thinking this might be the round that they're just trying to go all out on. But if they don't succeed, then they're going to be in a pretty rough spot for the next few rounds, and Rats might be able to clutch out the next few rounds. But
yeah, I mean, there are multiple, or there are different philosophies when it comes to these situations, right? You can either try to just take one of the rounds, go all out, and do it like, well, if you win, then you win, and if you don't, then you're kind of screwed, kind of play. Or you, like, there are other teams that prefer to just, like, play it regular and just hope that they win one of the rounds by just playing all rounds decently. I think both can work, but as you said, it seems like they actually want to go for a double charge play here, maybe. So that's pretty much an all-out play.
yeah, I mean, this might not be the best map to go and put all their eggs into the basket, because it's a little bit of an open map, so there's a lot of angles the defenders could just be hiding in and pick them off. But honestly, if SPG can pull this off, it's going to be really rough, because once the attackers gain momentum in this map, there's not much defenders can do to hold off against it, from what I've seen in the past few rounds.
Okay, it seems like they have a wall charge south and a door charge and a wall charge north with Tibor. So I guess Clacker, not Clacker and door charge on Tibor. So I guess Tibor is clacking the northern part and then running south to collect the wall charge, which is interesting because he's actually going in. That might have been a miscommunication on SPG part. They don't have a Clacker south. Now he's running south, but he risked dying up there. That was interesting. Not sure if that was on purpose or if that was miscommunication. But yeah, he's coming south now. They smoked it off. Oh, they're getting the wall charge kill on Adex. Oh, how unfortunate. I don't know why he stepped there, to be honest. That was rough. Taking out Adex here first kill. Tibor is being taken out though. He did go through storage. And they take out power now, though, so they're in advantage now. Axe with the mob sitting on Purge, but yeah, it's dark now, so he's going to have a hard time doing anything. He's throwing a Molotov on a bomb, which is not doing much yet, because they're not actually there yet. Most of them are still south. But it's actually going there. He's right below Axe. I don't think Axe realizes. And Shock Doctor takes the long shot here with the Black Dot, taking him out. So it's looking pretty good for them right now. They have control of the bomb room. Oh, but taking out V. So it's 3-2. I mean, Paparazzi and Sick Gamer can do this. But another kill here for Bud, taking out Paparazzi. Long range, and Kai is shooting on Sick Gamer while Bud is sticking the defuse. This is looking really, really good for SPG. Sick Gamer is rushing to the bomb, trying to take out Bud, and there's the kill. The game and match. SPG takes the game and the match. That was close though, but yeah, congratulations SPG, taking the win here. The victory.
Yeah, they put all their eggs in one basket, and honestly, it worked. They were able to take control of the factory pretty well. Bud using a very, very risky play, just hiding right underneath the Persian, able to take out the mop, giving his team the advantage to start pushing up slowly.
That was such a weird thing, though. I wonder if that was like just miscommunication on their part, or if that was actually their plan. Because Tibor going north and the rest of the team not having a clacker to clack open the wall charge, that was just weird to me.
Yeah,
especially because Tibor stepped in. Wrong. Like if Tibor would have just blown up the door as a distraction and then going south, I would have said, okay, that was planned. But he was actually stepping in almost dying, and then decided to go south. So I would say that was probably a miscommunication on their part, but I'm not sure.
Well, it ended up working out for them, I guess. So,
it did.
That's the game right there. SPG just cleaning it out right at the end, gaining that momentum, and ending that game off.
Yeah. So that seals the deal for the season for these two teams. SPG ending up 2-2, which, depending on how the structure for the playoffs will be and how the other teams this week will continue to play, especially the game, I think tomorrow it was. LCG versus Core Dynamics is the interesting one here for them. Will maybe make it into the playoffs. The Reds ending with 1-3 will surely not be, but I'm sure we will see them next season, so I'm looking forward to that. And well, speaking of SPG, we have their, I would say, MVP here for today. We have Bud here. Hey, congratulations on this victory.
Thank you very much, Pion. Yeah, it's very, very interesting game, I can say the least.
Yeah. The Reds taking the first game was a very good start for them, but you managed to get it back together and win the other two. So
with a little bit of a prep talk, we were able to pull things together and gain that momentum and get the train rolling, man.
Yeah, I was actually about to ask that. Like, it looked like you struggled in the first game a bit. I think you had 2 or 3 team kills, a lot of team damage, and miscoordination going on. But then the second game especially was extremely strong. And yeah, you mentioned the pep talk. Like, what
Yeah, we
was?
sort of had to start screaming at each other, be like, "All right, guys, come on."
I guess yeah. So you just focused again and got your team on one side, and it worked out. So good job.
We couldn't have done it with all of our other teammates.
For sure, it's a team
they
effort.
played really
right?
well. Like after the prep talk, after the first match, it's like something sparked in them. I don't know what it was.
Okay.
Some sparked in me too.
Well, it worked. So
Guys, have any
Good on you.
questions?
yeah. I was about to especially we just talked about. Was there like a miscommunication, or was that your plan? What happened there? Because it
What
looked
did you
really
kill?
weird to us. No, like the thing you brought 2 charges, but only 1 clacker.
So
And-
what our plan there is to have Tiber go up to Toxic and create some noise, and he was going to come around and blow the wall open so that they're distracted.
So that was actually your plan all along. We were
That
not
was
quite
the
sure.
plan. The smoke
Okay.
was an accident, though.
Yeah, I assume. I mean, the smoke attracted ADX, was caught in the charge, so that was worked out, I guess.
That was
It was
luck.
just super risky, because Tibo was actually stepping in and took lost half of his health to a defender. So if he would have been taken out, you all were stuck down there. So that would have been very interesting. So yeah, what was your like mindset for the last 3 rounds? So so you started out very strong with the 4-0, and then the Reds took the next 2 rounds and made it a 4-2. And then you're always in the situation like we have to win one of these next 3 rounds. Was the idea then to just put all eggs in the same basket and just go all out?
Yeah,
on this
that was sort of the deal. We were putting everything. It's like we have to do this. We are going to do this. It's not like if we had the mindset like we are going to do this.
So you just wanted to close it on the first round on attack and bring 2 charges and night vision, and would have been very interesting if you would have actually lost that round. But
I actually
yeah,
forgot to bring night vision.
Oh, you forgot to bring night vision. Oh, well, even more impressive then in that case, like, because you got some kills in the dark there.
Yeah, I used the glow from Toxic to get whoever was in Toxic.
Yeah, that helps. Were you aware that someone was sitting above you with the mob when you
Yes, I did.
stuck on the perch? Okay.
But I'm just assuming they didn't see me.
Yeah, I guess they didn't, because your teammate was able to take them out. So yeah, but that was certainly an interesting round. We had more interesting rounds, but it kind of all passed by me. So I don't have many more specific questions. But yeah, overall, it was a very, very entertaining match, I would say. Fairly close.
It was very close. It was a lot of fun for the team. And I think the Rats did pretty good too.
For sure. I'm a big Rat fan myself, so I have to admit, but I'm also always happy. But I'm not super biased, right? I don't have strong connections to any team.
Yeah,
I just
have a favorite team.
The Reds, their flair. So I was a little bit rooting for them, but I'm totally fine with you guys taking this. And we will see. We just talked about it. Maybe depending on how the playoffs will be structured and how the other teams do this week, you might be in the playoffs. So are you looking forward to that?
I am looking forward to that a lot. We're going to be practicing a lot more. And what was ironic about when we heard that we're going to be going against the Rats is because like the week prior we've been like slowly becoming friends with the Rats, and it's like, oh god.
Now we have to kill them.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
I mean, it worked. So good for you. So yeah, you have a pretty young team, I would say.
Fairly young team. Our oldest is about 20.
I was actually not talking about age, but that's true as well, I guess. So pretty young team, but also
that and also we're fairly new. We're very new to the game. We've only been playing either late alpha or straight out of beta.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. Like all your players are pretty strong start into the season. So how did your team find together? Was that just like picking people up randomly, or did you know each
Pretty
other?
much. Sturmy, he sort of grabbed a few friends, and I actually just wanted to join them, and I'm going to be entirely honest with you guys. I picked SPG purely off the logo. Like,
Okay.
entirely.
I mean, it's a good factor to keep in mind when picking teammates for sure.
Yeah. So I pressed to join them, and then the rest is history so far.
Well, yeah, it is for sure. Seems like your training so far worked out. Ending the season with the season with a pretty strong 2-2 for a new team. I think it's a very good track record so far. So
yeah, we were doing a little rough at the beginning, just because we didn't really have a lot of experience. But after a few weeks of training and getting used to the game and being so involved with the community, we were able to grow pretty well. So,
well, good job then. Spooky, do you have any more questions?
No, you covered everything I was wondering, actually.
we should have taken turns with questions.
Yeah, I was a little confused. Is Spooky here?
No, Spooky's. I killed him before you joined, so.
Okay.
Ghost now talking. Anyway, so yeah, I guess that sums it up. Really, we have 3 more matches coming this week. We have I would say, match of the week coming later today at 7 p.m. EST. DFC versus Flatline. That's going to be very exciting. One of the top tier teams for sure, fighting each other. I think they're both on a 2-1 track record so far, if I'm not completely mistaken. Yeah, they are. I think probably both of them had their loss against Fluff, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, DFC and Flatline. Oh no, Flatline lost versus Red Team. They didn't play against. No, they did play against Fluff, didn't they? No, they didn't play against Fluff yet. Right. Okay. So yeah, both teams 2-1. Both very strong teams. So that's going to be match of the week later today, 7 p.m. And then tomorrow we're going to have LCG versus Core Dynamics at 2 p.m. EST. That's a very important match as well, especially for both teams really. LCG is sitting at 1-2. If they win this, they tie it up to 2-2. So they're in competition here with SPG. And Status Quo, not Status Quo. God damn it, I'm mixing up teams. Core Dynamics, that's the one. Core Dynamics is at a 2-1. So if they win that, they're actually 3-1 and top of the ladder, basically. Not top, but pretty far up the ladder. Yeah, very important match tomorrow. And then the last but not least, we have the show match, so to say, like the match for good sports. Arik Artworks versus Darklight Studios, the bottom teams on the bracket right now. They don't have any chances of getting into the playoffs anymore, but nonetheless, it's going to be interesting who of the 2 teams will actually take that and make it their first victory in this season. So yeah, that's going to be on Monday, 2 p.m. EST. So yeah, don't miss out any of those. Any last words, Spooky or Bud?
No, not at all.
No, but I hope to see you guys at the 7 p.m. game.
For sure. Oh, you're casting this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I think you and Adax, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So yeah, don't tune in again. I've been TH Pine. This is the fourth and last week of this DPL season, the first official DPL season after the alpha season. Well, yeah, we're looking forward to the last matches, and then we're going to go into the playoffs in like probably 2 weeks or so. We have to still finalize the details. We will see and give you an announcement soon enough. So yeah, that's it from us. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for the teams for playing, and everyone on the staff team, obviously. Thanks for making this happen. So see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.